Yeah, Prabhu.
So we have new internet connection. Very good. Okay. So now we begin the declension of the word urj, which means strength in the masculine gender. So urj, the word urja, is made up from urj. So yes. Rat sasyaiva satsanganta hara vidhi. Now, okay. Like, first of all, we have urj yukta su, Radha Vishnu Janabhyam Ipascha Trivikramat Sor Haraha. Then ideally, Satsangantasya Haro Vishnu Padante should have been applied, and Jarama would be deleted in that case. But this current sutra is prohibiting that sutra to be from being applied. So Rat Sasyaiva Satsanganta Haro Vidhi. After Ra Rama, the rule of Satsanganta Hara is applied only to Sa. So, which means if we have Ra Rama at the first place and Sa Rama at the second place, then only that sutra can be applied. But if there is any other letter except for Sa Rama after Ra Rama, then that sutra won't be applied. So in this case, we have Ja Rama. So this sutra is prohibiting Satsanganta se haro Vishnu Padante. So we get Urj and then Chavargasya ka varga Vishnu Padante ityadi. Urg, then Vishnu Dasa se Hari Kamalam va virame Urg Urj. Urjau Urjaha Urjam Urjau. Urjaha Urja Urk. Urgbhyam Urgbhihi Urja Urgbhyam Urgbhyah. Urjaha Urgbhyam Urbhya Urjaha Urjaho Urjam Urji Urjaho Urkshu. Urk Urg Urjau Urjaha. It's quite simple. Then we have the word Vishwa Srij, which is creator of the world. So Vishwa Srij Yuktasu, Radha Vishnu Janabhyam Ipascha Trivikramat Ityadi, Sorara. Then, which sutra is applied here?
This is Joshoda, Judge Braj, Parivad, Shrij, Rij, Brashtam, Shisho, Vishnu Padante, Vaishnavecha. So it becomes
that
Sha. Sha.
Yeah. So we have Sha now, and then Shasyado Vishnu Padante Hari Ghoshecha, Vishnu Dasa se Hari Kamalam Vavirame, Vishwa Srit, Vishwa Srid. And this is masculine gender. I believe then if the same word comes in neuter gender, then it will be Vishwasrij, the final form. We'll be seeing that also. Vishwasrijau, Vishwasrijaha, Vishwasrijam, Vishwasrijau, Vishwasrija, Vishwasrija, Vishwasrig, Vishwasrid Bhyam, Vishwasridbhi, Vishwasrije, Vishwasridbhyam, Vishwasridbhyah, Vishwasrijaha, Vishwasridbhyam, Vishwasridbhyah, Vishwasrija, Vishwasrij, Srijoho, Vishwasrijam, Vishwasriji, Vishwasrijoho, Vishwasrik. Now, some say that the change to Sha doesn't take place and thus they get Vishwasrik. So, some they say it like that, but we don't accept that. We accept the change to Sha by Chasho Raj Ityadi. Then 7-3 is Vishwa. Srit Su is quite simple. Harikamalam Vavirame is applied after. And Vishwa Srit, Vishwasrija, Vishwasrija. Yes, quite same. Then now we begin the declension of the word Kansajit, the conqueror of Kangsa. So Kansajit Yuktasu, Radha Vishnu Janabhyam, then Vishnu Dasa Hari, Vishnu Dasa Vishnu Padante Hari Ghoshicha Hari Gada, and then Vishnudasasya Harikamalam Vavirame Kansajit Kansajid. Yeah. Because there is no satsanga here, so we don't apply those sutras, It's just a sarveshwar. So it's quite simple here. Kansajit, jit, jit, jit. Kansajitau, kansajitah, kansa, jitam, jitau, jitah, jita, jitbhyam, jitbhi, jita, jite, jitbhyam, jitbhyah, jitah, jitbhyam, jitbhyah, jitah, jitoh, jitam, jiti, jitoh, jitsu, kansajit, jid, kansajitau, kansajitah. Wow. We did 3 words in 10 minutes. Haribol. Okay, this is my favorite word, Mahat. Mahatu. So the word is Mahatu. So Mahatu Yuktasu. So U is an indicatory letter. So Radha Vishnu Janabhyam Ipash. Okay, first of all, Nant. No. What was that sutra?
This,
Num Krishna Stane.
Krishna. Oh, my brain. Achas Chaturbhujana Bandhanam Chanam Krishnastane. Achas Chaturbhujana Bandhanam Chanam Krishnastane.
Okay, so now in this case, we have a Chaturbhujanu Bandha. So we have, Chaturbhuja.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Chaturbhuja is Ri Chaturbhuja. So because a Chaturbhuja is an Anubandha in this case.
Anubandha also is another term for it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It Anubandhascha, you can read the vritti of Tatra.
I was just seeing that yesterday.
Mm-hmm. So because of that, we have Achas Chaturbhujanubandhanam Cha Num Krishna Sthane, and then Paramita Sthanam, Antya Sarveshvat Paramita Sthanam. Now see, we could have deleted Su here also, but because it's Vishnu Jana, and we could have applied Radha Vishnu Janabhyam just here. But because there is a sutra which requires this to be there, as a prerequisite, as a nimitta. So first of all, we apply all those sutras which require either of the part, and then when they are done, we can delete. So like that. So then Nanta, what is that? Why did they?
Nanta Dhatu Varjita Santa Satsanga Maharapam.
No, not that one actually. Why did they do?
Is that? I think is that it? Because it's Krishna Sthane Buddham Vina. It's also when there's a Krishna Sthana. But it's not Nanta. Nanta Dhatu Varjita Santa Satsanga.
What is 228?
Mahadapam.
Yeah, that's right.
Uddhavasya Trivikrama, right? Something like that.
Yeah, Uddhavasya Trivikrama, Krishna Sthani Buddham Vina. It's Nanta Dhatu Varjita Santa Satsanga Mahad. Apam.
Yeah, Mahadapam Uddhavasya Trivikrama Krishna Sthani Buddham Vina.
Mahadapam Uddhavasya Trivikrama. Yes, so by that sutra we have this Mahat, and then we have Num by Achas Chaturbhujanubandhanam, and Antya Sarveshwarat Paramita Sthanam is applied, and Mahant Radha Vishnu Janabhyam is applied, then Satsanganta Sehara Vishnu Padante. Ultimately, we get Mahan. So the famous word Mahan is made like this from Mahatu. Even the words like Bhagavatu and so on, they are made in a similar fashion. Mahadapam. Similar fashion, but we'll have some few more additional sutras. But the forms are similar. Bhagavatu, and it becomes Bhagavan, like that. So Mahan, Mahantau, Mahantah, Mahantam, Mahantau, Mahantah. And then 2-3 is Mahataha. Because Nanta Dhatu Varjita Santa Satsanga Mahadapam Uddhavasya Trivikrama. The Uddhava takes Trivikrama only when Krishna Sthana follows. So that's why it ends up till 2-2, and from 2-3 it is Mahata. Simple combination. And Sara Ramyor. Mahata. Actually, this word is quite often used in scriptures. The various forms like Mahata, Mahataha, Mahanta. You know, the famous word in events like Kumbha and so on, the title actually, the Upadhi, Mahanta.
Yeah.
Have you heard that title, Mahanta?
Yes.
So basically that is 1-3 and it should be Mahanta, but conventionally it has come upon to Mahanta.
Mm.
So my teacher told me actually, and quite interesting. So then Mahadbhyam, then Mahadbhihi, Mahate, Mahadbhyam, Adbhyam, Mahataha, Mahadbhyam, Adbhyam, Mahataha, Mahatoho, Mahata, Mahati, Mahatoho, Mahatsu. Then 8-1 is Achas Chaturbhujanu Bandhanam Chanam Krishna Sthane. No.
What is this? Nanta Dhatu Varjita Sansatsanga Mahadipam Udavashitri Vikrama. No, I'm wrong there.
Nanta Dhatu Varjita Santa Satsanga Mahadapam Udavasya Trivikana Krishna Sthane Buddham Vina.
Oh yeah, it is there. Yeah, it's
so
there.
So it says Buddham Vina. So Buddham Vina. Yes, so we don't do Trivikrama. Then now intervenes Num by Sutra Achashtatrujanu Vandanam Ityadi. And the same process, Mahant, Yuktsu, Mahant, and Mahan. Just Mahan. Mahanta, Mahanta.
Mm.
Yes. Now, yeah, okay. The next word itself is Bhagavatu. So now we begin the declension of the word Bhagavatu, which means the supreme personality of Godhead. If it's just my question or a little doubt, if just the word Bhagwan would mean supreme personality of Godhead, then why do the scriptures use the Visheshana Parama with Bhagwan to indicate Krishna or the Vishnu Tattvas, like Parama Bhagwan?
I think you could say the same about Brahman, no?
Para Brahman and Brahman, right?
Yeah, but both are indicating Krishna, actually, right? I mean, maybe we could say like that. What did you want to say?
Both are indicating Advaya Tattva in the terms of when we differentiate Brahman and Pada Brahman. But I believe I remember seeing the Anvaya of Pada Brahman meaning that which is above Brahman. That which is higher than Brahman. I think here with the Bhagavan thing or Bhagavat, that you have they're all Bhagavan in the sense that they're all Vishnu Tattva. So this doesn't mean Swayam, Supreme Personality of God. It doesn't mean Swayam Bhagavan. That's why Bhagavatam says Swayam Bhagavan, or you're saying Param Bhagavan, the highest of Bhagavans, because Krishna is that intrinsic highest Bhagavan, the fountainhead, as Prabhupada says it. You know, Krishna Stu Bhagavan Swayam. That's my thoughts.
Actually, I don't know if I have that thing right now or not. I got a very nice list of 3 or 4 verses from Mahabharata actually, and it says why we denote the word Bhagwan for Lord Vishnu or for Krishna, and very nice reasonings. It was really good actually, and also it was said that why do we use the title Bhagwan even for persons, rishis, munis other than Krishna? You know, we have that in Bhagavatam.
That I've read that in a few places in commentaries.
So means the reason why do they do that? Means did you read the reason?
So what I remember reading is that a word can only be taken in its intrinsic sense where it's applicable. So grammatically, so when we use Bhagavan to refer to Sri Krishna, then we can take Parashara Muni's definition in Vishnu Purana of what Bhagavan means, he who contains the 6 opulences in unlimited manner. But Bhagavan can be taken with its etymological meaning, just to be someone who is very fortunate or someone who is very powerful. And that's the context we should take it in, more etymologically, when we hear it attributed to Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma or Narada Muni or Shukadev Goswami, wherever we see it anywhere else, because it's not applicable to them, because it's obvious that they don't meet the definition. So we shouldn't take the word in the sense of Parashara Muni's definition. It's somewhere in Sri Vishwanath's commentary to the Bhagavatam. It might be there where he's saying Bhagavan Shuka or Bhagavan Narada. I know it's obviously in one of those places. Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, it was from actually Vishnu Purana, right? Where it was from Vishnu Purana, the reference I am mentioning about. Anyhow, so yes, so we did. So now it's Bhagavatu. Atva santodhavasya trivikramo buddha varjita sau dhatum vina. The Uddhava of words ending in atu, like Bhagavatu, or us, any word ending with us.
Is that like manas?
Yes, could be. Will come upon any word.
Shreyas, Prayas, Manas.
Yes. So the Uddhava of words ending in atus or us, except dhatus, become trivikrama when su follows, but not when buddha follows. Atva santodhavasya. So atu as anta uddhavasya, atu as anta uddhavasya. Trivikrama buddha sau dhatum vina. So Bhagavatu yuktasu, and then we apply this sutra. Now, in the previous word, which was Mahat, the same thing was done. Like they had made the Uddhava Trivikrama by the sutra Nanta Dhatu Varjita Santa Satsanga Mahadapam Ityadi. The same thing is being done here, but they have, separately made this, the sutra, for words ending in atu or us. So, yes. So Bhagavatu, we apply this sutra Atva Santodhavasya Trivikrama Buddhavarjita Saudhatam Vina, and then Bhagavat Yuktasu, and Achas Chaturbhuja Anubandha Nam Janum Krishna Sthani, again Chaturbhuja Anubandha, and then the same process, Bhagavan Satsangantasya Haro Ityadi Bhagavan. Now, one difference here is it becomes Trivikrama only when Su follows, but in the previous sutra, Nanta Dhatu, it becomes Trivikrama whenever a Krishna Sana follows. So that's a major difference. Like, so Bhagavan, Bhagavanto, Bhagavanta, Bhagavantam, Bhagavanto, Bhagavatah. In 2-3 we won't have Num because it's not Krishna Sana yet. So Bhagavatah, Bhagavata, Bhagavadbhyam, Bhagavadbhi, Bhagavate, Bhagavadbhyam, Bhagavadbhyah, Bhagavatah, I think. Yeah, Bhagavadbhyam, Bhagavadbhyah, Bhagavatah, Bhagavatoh, Bhagavatam, Bhagavati, Bhagavatoh, Nashtir Bhaktir Bhagavati, right? Nashtik Bhaktir Bhagavati.
Yeah.
So that's 7 one of the same word. Bhagavati, Bhagavato, Bhagavatoh, Bhagavatsu. Then 8-1 is different, I think. Yeah. Bhagavatu, Bhagavatu, Bhavatuna, Bhagos, Aghos, Bhositi, Nipata, Vabuddhe. So the words Bhagavatu, Aghavatu, and Bhavatu are replaced by the Nipatas, Bhagos, Aghos, and Bhos respectively when Buddha follows. So Bhagavatu is replaced by Bhago, Bhagos, and Sararami or Bhago. Yes. So the replacement is done, which is Bhagos, and it becomes Bhago. and the replacement is not done. 2 options by 257. Does it say optionally?
That's what I was wondering. There's no
Va
va.
budhe.
Oh yeah, va budhe.
Yeah, so it says va budhe. I think they missed it in the translation. They missed it in the translation to put optionally, you know. But anyhow, we got it. So yes, one time it becomes Bhago and one time it becomes Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, because Tattva Santodhavasya Trivikramaha. What is that? So Tattva Santodhavasya Trivikramaha Buddha Varjita Saho. So it says Buddha Varjita. So Bhagavan, Bhagavanta. Now here is the definition of Anipata. The simultaneous replacement of both the Prakriti, which is Purva, and the Pratyaya, which is Para, is called Anipata. So Purva Parayo Sahaiva Desho Nipata. Please note it down. Purva Parayo Sahaiva Desho Nipata. The simultaneous replacement of both Prakriti and Pratyaya is called Nipata. So yes. Similarly, when we deal with the word Aghavatu, so it's Aghavan, the same way as Bhagavatu, but just in the 8th case, it's Agho and Aghavan. Similarly, Bhavatu is same, Bhavan, Bhavantau, Bhavanta, Bhavantam, Bhavantau, Bhavataha, Bhavata, Bhavadbhyam, Bhavadbhi, Bhavate, Bhavadbhyam, Bhavataha, Bhavadbhyah, sorry, Bhavataha, Bhavadbhyam, Bhavadbhyah, Bhavataha, Bhavato, Bhavatam, Bhavati, Bhavato, Bhavatsu, He Bhavan or He Bhavoh, He Bhoho, He Bhavantau, He Bhavanta. And Agavan, Agavantau, Agavantah, Agavantam, Agavantau, Agavataha, Agavata, Agavadbhyam, Agavadbhihi, Agavate, Agavadbhyam, Agavadbhyah, Agavataha, Agavadbhyam, Agavadbhyah, Agavataha, Agavatoh, Agavatam, Agavati, Agavato, Agavatsu, He Agho, He Agavan, He Agavantau, He Agavantaha. Wow, today we are doing many things. So, like that. Now, here is
this is
one
an
question.
Interesting note. Yeah, you're gonna read it. You're gonna read it anyway. But
how can there be Bho Vaishnava? Because Bho, here we read it's like 8-1, which is singular, and Vaishnava is like plural, you know. So it says because the word Bho is an avyaya, so avyaya can be used. So when the Krit Pratyakvip is applied after the Kyangant Dhatu Bhagavat, which means Bhagavan Iva Acharati, we get the word Bhagavat. So mainly it means that, you know, Bho is an avyaya. And even we did this Bho in that sutra. Ora Mantanam
Anantanam Chaveyanam Sarveshware.
So we had Bho there. Even Advaya Bho Bhago Agobhyo, we had Bho there. So means it didn't really mention that it is avyaya or not, but I'm just mentioning that we had dealt with the word Bho twice, thrice previously.
Yeah. We can also see that if this was this vocative Bho, then it would be Bhor Vaishnavaha, right? Because there's a Vishnu Sarga on the end of
actually,
this one.
No. Advaya Bho Bhago is applied here.
How? Oh, because no, is it?
Yeah, means Advaya Bho Bhago is applied and Vishnu Sarga is deleted by that sutra.
But when this is Ishwarat Sarveshwara Gopalayo.
Oh. No, but when we have a specific sutra for Bho, then why to apply Ra Ishwarat?
Oh, you're right. Sorry. That's my stupid brain.
No, means that's a valid point actually.
Yeah.
Because they're specifically mentioning about Bho Bhago Agobhya. So here it is.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting. This Bhagavatu plus Kyan, you end up with the same word, and he says it's declined the same way, but it means Bhagavan Iva Charati. So
yeah, this is
the only way you can know. Yeah.
This is like Nam Dhatu. Nam Dhatu is really an interesting and quite a funny part. Personally, I feel like. Anyhow, so yes. So I don't know why they have repeated this here. Bhagavan. It comes at Bhagavan. We did Bhagavat, right? Okay, we'll read this. When the swadis are applied after this word, the forms are exactly like those of original word Bhagavatam. Was the noun. Okay, so this Bhagavat means this Bhagwan eva acharati. And Jiva Goswami is just showing that it just takes the same form like the Bhagavat Shabda, because it is made from this. It has a Chaturbhuja as its Anubandha. So just the same thing. Nam dhatus are actually quite rare, except for few of the works. But when they come, then it really, tosses the mind, the brain. It's just really, we can't even figure out what is this like. Nam dhatu is something which can deviate us. But anyhow, it comes slowly. Okay, do we move ahead? We can. We don't have Vijay Prabhu, so we can move ahead.
Yeah.
Like just kidding. Means I'm also kidding. Means he's the one like most of the times. No, Prabhu, it's okay for today. He will be hearing the recording and he'll be laughing. So, but a prohibition. Okay, but a prohibition will be spoken in the Kridanta Prakaran, forbidding words like Dadatri and Jakshatri from taking the Agamanam. Okay. So, Achashatrubhujanubandhanam chanam Krishna sthane should have been applied here, but there will be a sutra in Kridanta Prakarana which will prohibit that sutra from being applied. So, no num here. So, it's Dadat or Dadad. Dadatau, Dadataha, Dadatam, Dadatau, Dadataha, Dadata, Dadadbhyam, Dadadbhihi, Dadate, Dadadbhyam, Dadadbhyah, Dadataha, Dadadbhyam, Dadadbhyah, Dadataha, Dadatoh, Dadatam, Dadati, Dadatoh, Dadatsu, He Dadad, He Dadad, He Dadatau, He Dadataha. Yeah. Same way, Jakshat, Jakshad, Jakshad, Jakshatau, Jakshata, Jakshatam, Jakshatau, Jakshata, Jakshata, Jakshatbhyam, Jakshatbhi, Jakshate, Jakshatbhyam, Jakshatbhyah, Jakshata, Jakshat. Jakshatbhyah, Jakshatah, Jakshatau, Jakshatam, Jakshati, Jakshatu, Jakshatsu. He Jakshat, He Jakshat, He Jakshatau, He Jakshatah. I always try to speak all the words in one breath. I just like that.
So, Prabhu, in this case, this re is an indicatory letter here, right? Like the u before.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just coming from the way the nama is formed, which we'll learn later on.
Okay.
Is that true?
Yes, it's written here that a prohibition will be spoken in the Kridanta Prakarana for forbidding words like Dadatri and Jakshatri from taking the Agamanum, which should have been there by the sutra Achashchatra Bhujanubandhanam Chanam Krishna Sthane.
Sure.
Okay. Because ideally this is Chaturbhuja, and that sutra should be applied here, but it's prohibited.
But it's a ta ra manta still. Like the indicatory letter is just an indicatory. Okay.
Yes. So again, it's like bringing the application of a further sutra behind.
Sure. That's all right.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Means Jiva Goswami could have said, okay, Dadatri, we will not deal with it here, and because it needs a sutra from Kridanta Prakaranam, so we will solve it there. He could have mentioned it like that. But he kept his promise. No. Asiddharupam na tyajyam. So he did it. Okay, then we have Bhavatri. Again, the same thing. Means the word Bhavatri has the indicatory letter Ri. So this will take Num. So Bhavatri Yuktasu, we have Num, Bhavanta, and then Bhavan.
This is a participle for bhu dhatu, right? Present participle.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
But this is not a samapika kriya. There is also one asamapika kriya where we get bhavan. Are you getting me, Prabhu?
I don't know what an asamapika kriya is.
Okay, let me just try to explain it. So in the Kridanta Prakaranam, the pratyas like twa, ya, they are like asamapika kriya. For example,
you don't decline them. They're basically avyayas, you're saying?
Asamapika kriya means it's a verb, but samapika kriya means like Rama eats. Ramaha khadati, you know.
Oh, they don't have a finished, like they require another verb in order to have a meaning.
Yes.
Now this is like gantva.
Yeah. So now
these things.
Yes. Ramaha khaditva.
Yeah. After eating prasadam, Rama does what?
Pathati, let's say pathati. You know, just to make it simple. Yeah. So this is considered to be a samapika kriya.
Yeah.
And this is samapika kriya. Okay, how do we translate samapika kriya?
Like completion of
a complete verb? No.
Something like that. A samapika kriya would be a verb that
or completed action. You could say completed action and an incomplete action.
Yeah, completed action. And then we have incompleted action. So what I was mentioning is, okay.
I don't know if that works there with the way we're translating it, because the act of eating is completed, but in the sentence we need something to help us with the completion of the sentence.
But still, if okay, I got your point also. Actually, asamapika kriya also has many variations. So khaditva is not a proper asamapika kriya. A proper one would be okay, Ramaha Pathan Gachati. Now, how would you translate that?
The studying Ram goes. Ram who's studying goes.
Rama moves or goes while studying. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
So
because now you're not supposed to use these for like the actual verb of the sentence, right? They're just visheshanas.
Which one?
Patan.
No. This is not visheshana. Means Rama.
I mean, technically, it is, isn't it? Because it's declined in the same case as Rama.
Actually, kriya visheshana is different. Rama, if I say like this, like Rama shighram gachati, you know?
Yeah, that's an adverb though, right?
Yeah, now this is adverb.
That's a kriya visheshana.
Yeah, but patan cannot be kriya visheshana. We cannot say it kriya visheshana.
But it's a visheshana to Ramaha, isn't it?
No, actually, how can we?
Because it's describing what Rama is doing.
Just a minute. Jati guna kriya dwara. Jati guna kriya. Okay, jati guna kriya dwara yasya vishesha kathyate tad visheshanam. Okay, kriya dwara also. So we can say patan as a visheshana for Rama, like what he's doing right now. We'll be dealing with this in the last section of this chapter. The vishesha. Okay. But my main point was for asamapika kriya. So we have the word bhavan here. So from bhu dhatu, if we make an asamapika, then this is also like patan.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, this bhavan is different from this bhavan.
Is it?
Yes, this is noun probably. And
well, this but this patan is also a noun, isn't it? It's a kridanta.
This is okay. In that sense,
that's what I'm asking. I thought this bhavan was that we're looking at was the same thing as the way you're using patan here, or say gach.
If we do Ramo patan to gachati gachatah. Okay, you're right, Prabhu. You're right. Because it's a kridanta, so it's a noun. Actually, kridantas are called half verbs sometimes.
Yeah.
So they are noun because they are kridanta, but they can also be called half verbs. So yes, so you're right.
I was only asking because I was curious about this, the dadat and jakshat that were previous, and I was seeing that they didn't have this, in 1-1, they didn't have na added because there's no num. So I was thinking, oh, are these, they don't look like participles to me. They don't look like this type of form.
Actually, they are also similar to patan and all. Yeah.
There's just but they just have this this vidhi or this nisheda that they can't have na rama there at the end, num added. Okay.
Yeah,
that was my confusion.
Just that difference. Otherwise, it's the same because it's a kridanta,
Yeah.
Like this three is trill pratyaya. Trill or train from kridanta, and this da is da dhatu, da dane. So in kridanta it is made.
I see.
So kridanta is a participle.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So yes, bhavan, bhavanta, bhavanta, bhavantam, bhavanto, bhavata, bhavata, bhavatbhyam, bhavatvi, bhavati, bhavatam, bhavatbhyah, bhavata, bhavadbhyam, bhavatbhyah, bhavata, bhavata, bhavatam, bhavati, bhavata, bhavatsu, bhavan, bhavanta, bhavantah. Yes. Okay, let us try to Rami bhavati natishtati. Anyhow. So yes. Do we do more?
Well, the nice thing about these is there's not so much difference between them. It's very, one sutra, like you said, and then you get 4 words, but there's not so much like confusing ground covered.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you other Prabhus. I'm comfortable with doing a little more, but I don't want to be pushy and say, because we're all in a class together.
Yeah, we could also read a little bit if you like.
Yeah,
that's also nice.
We'll surely read. Means I have decided we'll read something. So we'll read something because we don't have Ashwin Prabhu and Vijay Prabhu. So means also they will hear the recording, but still live is live. Okay. I was just thinking, I was planning that we can resume Anvayas, but either we do Anvaya or we read the Sanskrit text. So which one we pursue and all?
I like the Anvaya because it also kind of contains reading as well. Maybe we could alternate days, or
we can do like that. Okay, so we'll read today this one. Okay, Navamaskandhe Proktayoho. So I think even if such a manuscript looks a little difficult to read from, but I believe that we should get habituated to it because all the traditional texts are available in such a way only.
Yeah.
So it means, although myself, Lokaram Prabhu and myself had a discussion to bring such things in a proper way. So, but such projects will take time. But till then, we should be habituated to reading these things. नवमस्कन्धे प्रोक्तयोः सूर्यचन्द्रवंशयोः मध्ये चन्द्रवंश उत्पन्नस्य यदोः कुले अपरिमित ऐश्वर्य युक्त what is that? युक्त स्वदिव्य मनोहर. Okay, युक्त स्वदिव्य मनोहर मूर्ति निवास भूतात.
It's a big compound, big samasa.
Yeah. Bhutat aparimita koti surya chandra sadrisha prakashavatah. But it's quite easy, means most of the words are quite simple, like aparimita, immeasurable, aishwarya, yukta, swa, divya, manohara, murti, nivasa, bhutat, aparimita koti surya chandra sadrisha prakashavata. So it's like quite a simple one. Brahmapura, what is that? Brahmapurat anek jana uddharanaya. So Brahmapurat here refers to the Golok Dham, If it, I think so, Brahmapurat refers to, because it says Yadoh Kule, Chandra Vanshotpannasya. So Brahmapurat refers to the Golok Vrindavan. Anek jana uddharanaya. Now, Uddharanaya and Uddharanaya, is there any difference? I think Uddharanaya has the sense of Niyant, the causative.
That's what I was thinking also.
The act of raising, elevating, the act of taking out, and what is Uddharana?
I think there are three dhatus though, aren't there? There's one that's Choradigana. And then it would look like this, and then there's one that's I don't remember, but not Choradigana, so it doesn't have that aya or long, Trivikrama.
One is Dhri Dhatu.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think both of them are Dhri, but one is in Choradigana.
The second one is, I think, Dha. This one, the Dhati.
Oh no, I'm thinking of something other than Dha. Maybe if you look up Dhri.
Dharayati. So this is one.
That's Choradigana.
Yeah, this is the one only.
Oh, I thought there were two.
This is Choradigana, right?
I'm just going to look. Yeah, I think Dharayati is Choradigana.
Yeah, Dharayati it says. Yeah, Choradigana. It says, but more commonly in the same sense, the causative form. No, actually, it's not Choradigana. The causative form is Dharayati. But normally it says Dharati. It should be Bhwadi.
I see.
Bhwadi.
No, see, I have one in Pwadi. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's Pwadi, right?
Okay. Yeah, it's just Pwadi, and then that's the causative, like you said.
So it's like because of Niyanta, it's becoming Dharayati and Uddharana and so on. Okay. Bhubhar avataranaya. Bhubhar avataranaya. च मनुष्य भावेन प्रादुर्भूतस्य अधर्म ध्वांत नाशक भक्तजन पद्म विकाशक भास्करस्य क्षितिभर भूत भूप आदि असत जनत, what is this? Asat janat, oh, I'm really sorry. Kshiti bhara bhoot bhoop adi asat janat taskara. Okay, this is taskara. Wow. Taskara means thief. Now this is, I used little speculation here, so because it's not clear.
Yeah, it's a funny print.
Because I just used the context, and I think Taskara should fit here. And Sankochaka Bhakta Jana Virahajya Santap Nivaraka Chandrasya दिव्य भाव मनुष्य भावम भाव मिश्र चरित्र कर दिस इज कर्तु प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक श्री वसुदेव नंदनस्य दशम स्कंधे सेवन वन नवति भी मीन्स by 90 chapters अध्यायैः it says अध्यायैः व्रज मधुपुर द्वारिका सुकृत जन पावन अति विशुद्ध समाहात्म्य भक्ति बोधक दिव्य मानुष्य चरित्र वर्णनेन व्हाट इज दिस वैर प्रेमादिभिः तदासक्त जनवृत्तीनां दुष्टानां च निरोध अभिधमष्टमम्. Right? Abhidham Ashtamam. Okay, Abhidham means like Abhidha, you know, like the name. What is that? Nam. Abhidha, we know. Abhidham Ashtamam. Lakshanam Nirupayati. Tatra Adau Chaturbhihi Adhyayaihi Bharapidita Bhumi Prarthita धी what is धी प्रार्थिता धी प्रार्थनया vidhi. I think this is vidhi.
That's what I was thinking also, that it would be vidhi,
but see just the printing, if you see
it looks like it has it. Yeah,
so anyhow prarthita, I think the publishers
when you zoom out it looks a little more normal. Oh no, now it looks bad.
I think the publishers expected the readers to assume few letters from their own side, and here we go. So yes, vidhi prarthanaya krishna janvasa vistaram nigadyate tatra prathame kansah na bhogira. What is na bhogira? Proktam devaki तनयात स्वमृत्युं श्रुत्वा देवकी पुत्र षट्कं न्यहन. So this न्यहन also is asamapika kriya. न्यहन इति वर्ण्यते. This is han dhatu. तत्र आदौ स्व इष्ट श्री कृष्ण लीला श्रवण एकतानः परीक्षित राजा पृच्छति कथितः इति. Bhavata, we did Bhavata today, 3-1. Chandrarkayuhu. Okay, Arka means sun, Surya. Chandrarkayuhu. Anvayasya. Vistarah kathitah navamaskande proktah tena kathanena cha maya ubhaya vanshyanam Chandra arka vansha utpannanam ragnyam charitam jnatam yadoh cha iti. Chakarat Tatra ubhaya, what is this? Vidheshu api, right? How can there be vidheshu?
I think so.
It should be vidheshu. How can it be vidhe?
Is it No, I don't know.
Because the word is vidhi, is it?
Yeah, it should be vidhishu. Unless it's vidha. It could be vidha.
Yeah, but still, okay, yes. Ubhaya vidha. So ubhaya vidheshu api rajanyeshu. Okay, like Krishneshu. Nitaram dharmashilasya dharmishthasya Chandravanshasya yadoh charitam param adbhutam atyant ashcharyajanakam tatra hari avirbhavat jatam iti bhavah iti prena sambandha. This was shloka to any one shloka. So see, my point in reading these things is just reading it is a bit challenge, you know. just to read it. Now the next step is to identify the words, undo the sandhi, and apply the grammar part. And the next part even to that is to get the meanings, the contextual meanings. So when we get into habit of reading it, so then naturally we develop a sense of the language, the vocabulary, the way the commentaries are done, and like that. तत्र यदुवंशे अंशेन स्व अंशभूतेन संकर्षणेन सह अवतीर्णस्य विष्णो बद्धमुक्तक्षेत्रज्ञ निकरेषु अंतर्यामी शक्त्या प्रवेशनशीलस्य श्रीकृष्णस्य वीर्याणि पराक्रमान्नः अस्मभ्यं शंस कथय. Wow. Quite simple. एवं संक्षेपतः वीर्याणि पृष्ठानि सांप्रतम विस्तरतः सचरित्र पराक्रमान पृच्छन आह. पृच्छन is असमापिका. अवतीर्य इति. Yes, I'm just quite interesting about Kridanta now. I also like Kridanta Prakaranam. I really love the pratyas there. Shatri pratyaya, and so many pratyas. Shana, tavatu, tva, and many more. Bhutani sthavara jangamani va baddham ukta kshetragya vrindani. Oh, actually, this is not baddha. This is baddha and mukta.
That's what I was going to ask.
Because we have baddha, so we have mukta. Like here we have sthavar, then they have given the antonym jangam. So similarly, baddha and then mukta. Kshetragya vrindani bhavayati palayati iti bhuta bhavanaha. Actually, this is quite interesting. I'm just relating this sentence to that verse. Nityo nityanam chetanas chetananam eko bahunam yo vidadati kaman. That Shri Krishna is the only one who maintains all the jivas, you know. Now here, it's like an elaboration to that shloka. That he maintains sthavar and jangama, bhutani, and he maintains the baddha and the mukta. Did you get my point?
Yeah.
So means I could personally relate this to that shloka, because it says bhavayati, which means palayati iti. So it's not that he just maintains the people in material world, or he just maintains in the spiritual. He maintains everywhere, you know, everywhere.
Prabhu, am I breaking this compound right? Baddha mukta kshetragya vrindani means the groups. Vrinda means groups, basically, of the kshetragyas, of those who are known as the jivas, basically, who are both the liberated ones and the bound ones.
Please repeat.
Baddha mukta kshetragya vrindani. So the groups, vrinda, of the kshetragyas, so basically vrindani kshetragyanam
okay, let me do it. We can do it in two ways. 6-2 we can apply first. Baddha mukta yoho, jiva yoho. Now, when I'm doing 6-2, then we are taking, when we speak baddha only, it means, you know, we can even use a singular form for a group
class,
of something. For a class of something. So in that sense, I'm using 6-2 for baddha and mukta. So baddha mukta yoho. 1 minute.
And then kshetragya means jiva, right? Basically.
Okay.
In this context.
What we can do is baddha mukta yoho, kshetragya krishna yoho, kshetragya yoho. 6-2 again. Because kshetragya refers to jiva yoho. You know, two types of jivas. Because Kshetragya means the jiva, the soul.
Yeah, yeah.
So two types of soul are being discussed. One is Baddha and another one is Mukta. So Baddha Muktayoh, Kshetragnayoh, Arthat Jivayoh, Vrindani iti.
Okay.
Means that's one type, and another could be Baddha Mukta Kshetragnanam Jivanam Vrindani.
Yeah, and just breaking it in one place.
Another style could be Baddham cha Muktam cha Kshetragnanam. Just to break them, break the Baddha Mukta Samasa, and that is like Ramakrishna Samasa. Mm-hmm. So like that. So many ways to do these things. Even Kshetragya could be done. Kshetram Janati iti Kshetragya.
Yeah.
So so a lot of ways to do this. So ultimately, this word, this is a Visheshana for Bhutani.
Yeah, I was more concerned with whether I was translating it right. But yeah, basically, right. The groups of the jivas who are both bound and liberated.
Yeah.
Nice.
So bhavayati palayati iti bhut bhavanah. So bhut bhavana means bhutani bhavayati iti bhut bhavanah. If you give a lecture anywhere, you can just I like to explain in such a way the words, like, so bhut bhavana means bhutani bhavayati palayati iti bhut bhavana. Quite simple.
Yeah.
So ataeva vishwa atma sarva antar yami. Bhagwan, we did Bhagwan today. Bhagam sarvajnatritvadi utpattim pralayam च एव इति आदि ऐश्वर्यस्य समग्रस्य इति आदि अनेक विधम ऐश्वर्य षटकम लोके प्रसिद्धम अप्रसिद्धम च अस्ति तत्वान. This tat refers to Aishwarya here, Tatvan.
Yani, that's what this means.
Yes.
So this is tad and then vatu.
Vatu. Quite amazing.
Yeah.
Yani saparakramaणि charitraणि कृतवान् तानि नः अस्मभ्यं विस्तरतः वद. I think I'm having a dialogue with Ujjwal Prabhu only. What about others?
I'm listening. I'm just not following so much, but some things I'm getting.
Okay.
But a little bit here and there,
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I won't bore you much with this.
It's nice even just to improve my reading practice, I get reading practice and listening and some samasa. It's nice. I'm grateful.
If you want, we can read in Roman script. Means we have many files in Roman.
This is much better. It's better for me to do like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, ओजस्वी कुछ समझ में आ रहा था आज क्लास में?
थोड़ा समझा प्रभु जी.
आपके जो सूत्र मिस हुए हैं बीच में जो क्लास अटेंड नहीं किया उसको आप YouTube से देखिए, है ना?
हाँ प्रभु जी.
और उसको कीजिए, ठीक है?
हाँ.
तो कल, okay, tomorrow are we having a class? Means because we didn't finish 30 sutras, I think. And we can have a class. Means I don't have a problem. Mm-hmm.
I like the idea.
I can meet tomorrow.
Because actually, one thing I'm noticing is Vijay Prabhu and Ashwin Prabhu both, they are like on Fridays, they miss the class because of some services. So, and it's like on a regular basis, they are doing this. So we can just simply skip Friday and do it on Saturday. Means if
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Vijaypur has service on Fridays, and I think Ashwinpur has some coursework or something, class
Yes,
maybe.
Yeah, that would be nice to accommodate.
So that
them.
makes sense. That makes sense. If we don't meet on Fridays, we can meet the other days.
Yeah. So because they are part of the class, so they should also, feel.
Yeah, like you said, it's also much easier to be live.
Yeah.
It's a world of difference to be, in the actual thing.
So, okay, we'll do the class tomorrow, and from next week we'll see. So we'll stop here for today, and we'll continue tomorrow, the grammar and other things.